Harvard would also then align with exactly what you were talking about earlier. So the drafts have played out someone to be expected with the champions available on the table. As we zoom out and we finalize when this Jarvan's going in the jungle there for Kirei, what do you make of
He's burned both summoner spells, but at the same time, the cross map come through.
Well, there's no flash here for Broken Blade. Zenzara stepping forward, gets the chop. Hellish Mist comes backwards, and it's white.
Once again, Astralis with the tempo going on this one.
Oh, Broken Blade. I don't know if he's going to be able to outplay this one. Knocked up into the other. Hellish Mist will buy some time. Dashes away to safety, but the chomp comes out. Zenzara,
He's just waiting at the back of his mid laner because Magifelix got a stack wave.
Well, the dredge line comes out, so does the chain. Shockwave pulls them both under tower. Nuclear will take one shot and gets taken down. Kirei, I think, was interrupted.
But it already looks like they're calling it off. The Rift Tower is going to take care of this turret.
First tower fallen, all 5 plates.
This was already communicated from Astralis. A nice read onto them now. Promisecue.
Oh, they managed to catch out Neon. He's knocked right backwards, and Promisecue picks up the kill. That was just really well set up. White Knight arrives in the nick of time. It's the 3rd kill to Astralis.
Oh, they're not done yet, Trevor. They're going for it.
Absolutely not. Kirei's going to be the next on the chopping block. The 4th kill of the game. 2,500 gold lead. Lambert once again setting his sights on Magifelix. This time the dredge line connects. There's no shockwave. There's no flash. And this time it works out. Schalke
just taking care of the dragon down towards the bot side of the map. Jeskla in just a few moments should be able to take care of.
And Astralis are so far ahead, they don't need the kit to help you take down the tower. 10 plates.
Attack again, though.
He keeps getting hit by those dredge lines. Cataclysm committed as well. It will be there.
And that's the thing. Usually the objective setup and all this stuff is not going Astralis' favor. It's just too big for Astralis. So with this 6, it's going to be very easy to create anything or any sort of freezing up in the top side. That's all they're doing. All they're saying here is that this Drake win condition.
First, he's managed to pick up enough farm to equalize with White Knight for now. The Schalke will lose their 4th tower of the game. Astralis will now turn their attention to the middle lane. The Rift Herald was put down bottom. Once again, dredge line comes out. Ultimate chasing down onto Jeskla. He will get knocked up into the air. Teleport will complete from Nuclear Int. He dashes forward, doesn't have enough damage to do anything to Jeskla. And now Magifelix joins the fray. Has the shockwave available, holds the trigger. Broken Blade TP'd into the mid lane as well. Where's Magifelix going? Catching the wave up top while the rest of the team pressures forward. I mean, that is just a flex right now.
To be fair, that was a quite big wave, so there was a lot of gold he was TPing for as well, but Schalke and Olfia have been very disjointed in this fight coming in towards this one. Nuclear Knight, he's just shoving in the bot lane, waiting for a response. As soon as a response comes through, as you can see right now, he can TP in. They have TP advantage.
They absolutely do. Nuclear Int's catching that bottom wave. Dredge line will connect onto Magifelix. Promiscue's being hammered on by Neon as Jeskla now arrives. White Knight turns his attention onto the Yordle as a fight on multiple fronts. And finally, Schalke get themselves the first. Zenzara will be chasing down Kirei. He flashes forward, gets the pillar into the back, and Limit will be the next target. 3 kills for 1 in favor. But I was literally watching all of the wards that were being pushed, pressed into Schalke's vision, and Promisecue started a roaming sort of flanking opportunity. 15-20 for Nullfear. Can they hold on to the inhibitor turrets? It's feeling more and more unlikely. Hex flash over the wall. Baron empowered minions start to chip away at the tower. There's an Ocean Dragon to fall back to if they want to, but look at that damage from those bouncing bombs. The tower will fall. Promisecue keeps just threatening the engage, threatening the move forwards.
Yeah, and there he goes, a bit too far forward, maybe.
Well, let's see what the follow-up damage is. Kira will be able to help set up one. The inhibitor will fall, though, and once White Knight and the rest of Astralis join, we'll be able to force Schalke away. There's enough damage to secure 2 inhibitors.
Yeah, it was an aspiring attempt, but they're still moving forward.
A lot of stuff was gift-wrapped to them as well, to be fair. You know, that Baron, I think it's a little bit too extreme, as Kirei will likely be the next target here. There's no flash available to him. Shockwave is committed as Magifelix is making that.
Now we know they can do both. They can get wins in the negatives, and now they can get wins in the positive as well. Usually you try and see it the other way around first, but Astralis, they're a magical team, as we've already established. Now a TP is going to come into this one. It's going to be very optimistic, but this is going to be the last stand for Schalke.
All right, Broken Blade has just reconnected to the game after conceding first blood and the tower. Teleport comes in. He walks across a ward. What can he do as he dashes forward? The Hellish Mist comes out. Snip, snip, snip. Holding on to the ultimate 4 now. Not enough damage just yet. Dashing backwards. It's a 7. 7,000 gold difference as Broken Blade heals up, survives so incredibly long. The Shockwave catches 3, but there's simply not enough follow-up. Schalke cannot stand long enough for Neon to finish up the fight. Nuclear is watching his base get torn apart as 5 members of Astralis push onto the third and final inhibitor as well as the Nexus turrets.
Yeah, this is just the finalizing touches on this game. They had it from the get-go, from the early game with the Herald, from the first strikes, from the Baron, from the towers. Astralis, from minute 1, has been control of this game.
Have destroyed Schalke at every opportunity, and Astralis will send Schalke home as the last Nexus turret stands in the way. Zanzara once again starts hammering down Limit, trying to find some sort of engage. Promiscu buys a little bit of time as Nuclear Wind finally gets one onto Jessica, the second member of the team to go down. The damage gets turned around there onto Promiscu as well. The Nexus stays strong for now. Schalke have held alive a few seconds longer. They are still in such an unenviable situation. MagiFelix is running for his life as Zanzara is the next target as well. It's just this awkward phase. The teleport into the Nexus, and Schalke are eliminated from playoffs. Astralis take the win.
And what a convincing fashion it was. Once again, it completely revitalized
Position at the moment, but this will be another unique pick for Kryze, and I can't quite put my thumb on Kryze as a player. You've got Nocturne, Lulu, Wukong, Jax, Mundo, Jace. They're trying a lot here. Excellent talking point we had. On the Lee Sin out of the jungle, definitely an enabler, definitely somebody you want to see. No, every time we go self-mid, there's a fight in the bottom lane. That's a knock-up onto Lebrov once again, another route. Red Gun stepping forward from Patrick, 150 HP down to 100. The flamethrow's going to do a lot. Shield comes up in just a moment. Flash for Flash, not enough for Lebrov. Teleport now, he's going to be replied. It's Leader making his way to the bottom lane. Shigenda as well, double TP, self-mates here as well. All 5 members of Vitality join the fray. Advian's able to fly to safety, and it's Leader that gets first blood
in this game because they are just 2 junglers that love to make the most out of any given moment. Down towards the bot lane again. We speak of him, self-made.
There's no flash for Patrick. He's trying to get to safety. Mokun makes his way in, but that's the dash to safety. White-blue, the damage coming down. Mokun not going to be enough for LeBron just yet. One more dash forward. Finally does. That's the reply from Excel.
Actually having a mistake yet. It's actually not something we've seen fairly often. We've had our criticism, and it's going to continue because another fight is about to start.
It really is. This time round, the teleport is coming out. Nukeduck's going to dash forward, use the culling to take so many members. Only Patrick remaining in the bottom lane.
Yeah, there we go. It is kind of this meta. We just throw it all towards the top side.
Crescent slash, the Lunar Rush. That's a 2-man knock-up, and Advian's only level 4 self-made. Kind of getting taken out. It's Kryze that gets the kill. In the advantage, they will be uncontested for now. Self-made has a moment just before the shell goes down. It's picked up, dashing over the wall. Mokun's going to be the target. He flashes, takes the mine all the way backwards, and he's brought into the fight by Shigenda. The damage is massive from Vitality. A double for Self-made. Nukeduck's trying to cull something on the back line.
Because that crown shot is stuck under his bot side turret, they're just going to back off. But XL, they're not feeling it either. They're going for Leader.
Well, there's no culling yet for Nukeduck. Leader sidesteps away from the piercing light. That's a defensive flash from Nukeduck. Heal comes out from Patrick. Root in place for Self-made. Not going to be able to find the kill just yet. Mokun does get taken out in the end. A lot more damage. We look at crown shot on the Jinx. Shigenda on the set as well. Around just yet as XL may concede this dragon. Not going to arrive in time, and Lebrov could set up a play
as well, which is just going to stall out the games a bit longer. Self-made, looking for Mokun.
Oh, Mokun not going to be able to get over the wall, throws down the ultimate though. Nukeduck in a very safe position. Manages to get the first kill here onto Self-made. The culling will be able to do a lot of damage, cancelled early. Shigenda's got the showstopper available. What target does he want to use? 2 members of Vitality backing away. Crown Shot joins in. 3 versus 5. The Moonlight Vigil comes out on the cards. Looks like it's just about to be secure. The Mega Death Rocket comes out. Mokun jumps forward, throws down the ultimate. Probably the first to fall. Self-made flashes to safety, taken out by the Gravitum, and now lead him. But he jumped on by Nukeduck. I think we're seeing that gun selection being very impressive the last few games. Now on the converse, the only thing I've really seen.
But the problem with that is, and that is also the reason why we have not really seen Jinx too much as of late, because she just not have the
Kryze has got that teleport available, and Vitality looked for the engage. This was caught out by Advian. Patrick gets tagged by the death charge, flashes away from Shigenda. Advian's life is sacrificed to allow Patrick and the rest of XL to escape. Self-made hops over the wall, finds no target, but Kryze is just about arriving. Mokun dashes forward with a fantastic moonfall to the skies with a Mercurial Hammer. and cry, Vitality. XL dominate the counter engage. Crown Shot will be the next target. No flash, no heal, no chance, no hope. He is taking
Advian in the exchange. They take the 4v4, they win it from a huge, and they just can't deal with that when the wallet is so huge from XL.
Yeah, and again, it's another Baron that is gift wrapped. Means they get punished and allows their opponents to pick up Baron. Teleport's being channeled. Waiting for the hammer. Shove that one down, and kill donated here to NukeDuck. 6-0-4. 13 kills to 7. 6,000 gold lead. Vitality, like, when are you going to learn? The answer is not always to fight.
It's not, but it is for XL right now.
It really is. Goodbye, Crown Shot. 14th kill secured. 22 minutes. Fast approaching. And now this game has just been blown wide open. XL have punished mistakes. They have also played proactively, and they're using their composition here exceptionally well, Gulborg.
Yeah, and they're just juggling the members here. You can see Vitality, they're trying to find something with the Realm Wall, but they can't. They will continuously lose out on front here. Now it's the mid lane. After the mid lane, you can move back up towards the top side. You can even reset, or you can go for fight.
Well, Labrov will be the first target here from XL. The engage comes out. NukeDuck dashes away to safety, uses that Gale Force as well. Selfmade's kick has already been used. Patrick did get taken down, and it was at the cost of Labrov. Death Rocket comes out, NukeDuck's low, the inhibitor stands. This is good for Vitality. They're going to playoffs, and Gulborg, as we look ahead for XL, the teams that they will be playing are difficult in Rogue and G2, but they do play Astralis. Unfortunately, they lost to Astralis last time they played.
That's the scariest team right there. They're playing Astralis. They are out for blood. And speaking of that, they're going forward Vitality.
Well, Advian this time around knocks up Labrov, charms up Shigenda. Nobody is touched yet from XL. Finally, NukeDuck takes some damage as the dredge line catches Marcoon. Hourglass buys enough time for Selfmade to get some air miles. As Advian once again dances in battle on Vitality's face. 10,000 gold lead. Vitality have been outclassed this day, both in the skirmishes and the fights, but also in the macro.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's nothing they can do about this situation. Now, you already said the macros, some of their setups just didn't pay off for them. And a lot of the times, it was on their terms. Gravitum coming out now from Patrick here, which is usually the comp you want to see with the guns here. But they're just going to back off, and because of this, they're going to get the first inhibitor, they're going to get the second inhibitor, they can reset up towards the top side, and they can try and get the third to finish out this game.
It's Gulborg.
That's the thing here, the minions are coming in, they are going for the play with the mid lane NukeDuck here.
Oh, the culling's available, flash 2, Selfmade's being chunked out, he's forced to flash, that's the counter, and taken down. NukeDuck heals back up, now it's 5 versus 4, exposed Nexus turrets, Marcoon jumping forward, his engage will be available in a moment or two, it's not needed. Advian will do the work to set up XL for the win. Marcoon picks up one, Patrick gets the tower, Shigenda drops as well, and Crown Shot the last man standing. 5 members of XL stand tall, take down the second Nexus turret, turn their attention to the Nexus, and XL keep their playoff hopes alive.
Oh, it feels, you can already see it on their faces, so relieved again, smiling. They are, even NukeDuck. Kill potential, I'm not too sure. We might need some more jungle attention up towards that side, but in general, Mad Lions composition, when you look at it, you look at those carry champions down towards this bottom lane. This could get dangerous for Mad Lions.
Trimby's looking for the flight, gets the knock-up for now. Kaiser flashes early already, Hunt Summer chases as well. Couple of Ren stacks available with the Crescent Strike!
One item extra from the opposing enemy team where you're like, okay, this is becoming really hard to play and to buy.
Stepping forward, the Rift Herald is summoned. Here comes Humanoid, here comes Armored as well. There's a double TP. Inspire not quite ready for it, no support for him. He flashes over the wall to run for his life. Odoamna's in the fray too. Nobody's gone down yet. The Rift Herald got a couple of plates but didn't take the tower. While that's going on, Larsen's in the mid lane.
Yeah, that's the thing, and they just put in the wave there. They know they're expending a lot of resources from Mad Lions with the double TP to come in. So Rogue, they decide to call off the play, and they're actually not completely done yet. Trimby has the quickness, is an award. He's in a bush with no vision here.
There's no support from anybody else. That's the quickness, the knock-up, the charm, flash away from Kazi. He's already taken down. Next on the list is Kaiser. Ultimate available to him. Throws that out underneath the tower. Trimby tanks 2, backs away. Odo's got that grey health to play with. Looking for the Devour. Waddle, 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 gobble, gobble, gobble. Lick him and stick him back to the tower. Trimby tanks 2, backs away. Odo's got that grey health to play with. Looking for the Devour. Waddle, 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 gobble, gobble, gobble. Lick him and stick him back to the fountain.
Turret for themselves.
I mean, look at the item disparity on the bottom of the screen. You know, 4 mythics already. Armor jumps onto Odo underneath the tower, uses the hammer to knock him backwards. Odo jumps forward, gets the tongue lash out as well, and Devour will be able to get a lot of damage. Not enough for the kill just yet until finally it goes down. Inspired is the next target. Alyoya chomps him down, hits him with that pillar. That's the first kill for Mad. Actually, this may just be another dragon going the way of Mad. Rogue can pick to fight on, clearing out some vision behind the river. Trimby, no flash available to him, gets headbutted backwards, Inspired's jumping forward. The quickness comes out, and that's a lot of damage. Fade's call, that's going to be shot backwards, and in fact, Kalista and Summer is taken down. Mad Lions get the tower, but they lose their AD. Kazi not going to be able to find the kill with that piercing arrow. Alyoya pushes forward. Mad, they're not done yet.
And that's super overzealous as well. Even with the Fate's call, you should never let hands be picked up in that position. Odo should be able to go down to this one, but with the priority and with the tempo now on Matt's side, they are the one responding in turrets.
Rogue didn't have a great opportunity, but this engage here onto Armut will force the flash immediately, and this should just be a relatively easy kill. Armut survives very long, in fact, and shows you what he can do with that Eclipse.
But they're so smart about it, and Trevor, because you said, all right, 40 seconds to Infernal Drake, normal teams will reset, and they just catch Mad Lions in the reset there is to come.
Wow, there's a culling now tagging Alyoya, also hitting, and there's no quickness from Trimby.
Remember, extended team fight for Mad Lions, the benefit of that, they need to poke. Rogue, they want to engage on someone immediately.
They do engage, and Spide gets knocked away. The Protobelt was already used. There goes the flash as well. This is the third dragon for Mad Lions. Do Rogue fancy another go? No! That's 3 for Mad. That for towers instead. Now Armut will get jumped on.
No
once
flash.
again. No flash available to him. He's going to be able to use that hammer. Spide throws out the ultimate and gets the first kill.
First, it's still ideal for Mad Lions because they can poke you while you're stuck in a pit. So I will say the situation will favor Mad Lions a little bit, whether on the side of Rogue. You can
With Abyssal Voyage, we're setting ourselves up for that fight. The handshake be damned. Knockup goes on to Odo. Trimby's looking for the flank that Gulbo talked about. Grey health, thick skin cannot even be popped. That's the front line for Rogue. Down. Mad Lions just waltz into the river, get themselves some fish for dinner, look for the soul as well.
Yeah, that's the thing, but they're still out on the flank, but they're spotted out now, so they're going to be turned on.
Oh, that shock blast was gigantic, and Spide and Trimby making their way out. Larson forced to flash, but not after, losing 50% of his HP. Fate's call from Hans Sama sends Trimby forward, still has that quickness available to him. Inspired still has the ultimate, but it is going to be effectively 3 versus 5. Larson can't TP in. The Dragon's down to 1700. The engage catches 3. That's gigantic, but there's not enough follow-up. There's not enough damage. The Dragon is secured by Mad Lions. They get the soul. They get themselves another kill. And despite Larson picking up 1 after the TP, it is Mad Lions in a gold deficit, a kill deficit, a tower deficit that gets the soul.
That is just crazy. Not only that, they should be able to pick up this team fight afterwards, go for the Baron as well. And while Odo is doing his best at keeping them at bay, it's just not...
Should execute, but I think more credit to Mad Lions for how they played their fights.
How nice.
That is what has forced Rogue away.
I'd like you to introduce you to Invisible Gold, Trevor, the bunch of stats that are not collected from the Infernal Drake and the soul that's coming through with that extra amount of damage that we have here. So while they are pushing down to top side, Rogue, they're doing their best to keep the mid lane pushed in, but this is a Baron off team. They are going to be having the tempo on their side from Mad Lions.
Yeah, Mad Lions looking towards the inhibitor turret, and so important for Mad to pick up as many wins as they can, especially against the likes of G2, Fnatic, Misfits, who they play next week, Rogue today. Higher placements in the summer regular season gives you more championship points, and that is so important for seeding. Mad Lions, may they push for the final win right now. They've got Baron empowered minions, they've taken down the front line. They've got several ultimates still to play with. Nexus Turret's going to be the focus. They may just be done with this. Another wave. Conga lines its way forward. Trimby's coming in from behind. The ultimate's available to him. Inspired is pushed back. Cannot use that Moonfall. Finally does, but Humanoid hourglasses all of it in the Chaos Storm. Forces Inspired away. Actually picks up the kill on the Fountain Steps. Mad Lions take down Rogue.
Just like that, it's done. Just like that. In a game that have been in rogue control outside of Dragons the entire time, and Mad Lions, the team with the
Actually, Medic's asking our stats team right now, when was the last time we even saw a Rengar jungle?
2018, Maxlaw played it.
Oh, Maxlaw, yes, I remember that. I remember him in the finals versus G2. He got smashed.
Moving from top to mid to try and get Niski ahead. Gold card will be locked for Niski. Blue doesn't really have anywhere to go here. The face breaker will land the stun and first blood to Niski.
How does he get away with that?
Well, Hylissang, one more auto attack is enough. Of course, Lip doesn't have the Devour, and the hook goes wide. Upset.
Scuttle Crab, but likely he's going to secure
Bad for Blue.
Oh, this
Scuttle's
is
already
bad.
gone. Blue still has the flash. Niski flashes forward, has the vision for the stun. Blue can flash across the wall, but Whippo puts the ward there so that if Blue flashed, he could just leap right on in.
Blue into the Crab. There's no jungle assistance there. Blue gets left alone. He gets collapsed on.
Upset's knocked up here. Lantern is there, but the Acquired Taste is coming in. They're looking for the Tongue Lash stun. Lilip hooked underneath the tower is going to have to flash away. Now TP coming in from Adam. Once again, the investment in this Fnatic bottom lane. Upset has the rockets out. Stun misses there from Whippo. Flashed away by SK. SK are able to survive. Hook once again, just this one. Niski waiting on the gold card. Genex does still have the cask here. Let's see what they can do. He's going to try and clear out the wave if he can. No one tanking up the tower yet. The plate about to fall. Here we go. Showstopper in, dodges the cask, and Genex falls. Really patient stuff there from Fnatic.
Map happened, and they secured themselves the first Drake of the game, as Whippo is going to steal away the red buff. Just goes to show Fnatic don't spend all their time bot lane, and they are willing to give a little
burst through his thick skin.
Treat 6, Adam, no flash.
Adam's already used the Haymaker. He's knocked back, and that fear is going to land as well. No shield available for Adam. Genex gets SK.
When you have a lot of champions diving on top of this champion, as we see Niski already roaming to top once again.
Going in with the Destiny. We talked about his ability to roam around the map. Not much that Genex can do in this situation. No flash, no ult, and no hope in hell of getting out of that one.
I like how Fnatic is just playing around the Treats clear window. They know that Treats is going to be on the bot side of the map, and now we see an all-in bot. Very risky.
There's the hook. Lilip tries to go in, but the box comes down. The thick skin is being popped. Jezu puts the damage down with his ultimate. Hylissang is able to walk away alongside Upset. Of course, no.
Is thanks to the early investment into mid lane. The Adam roam down to mid. Oh, as we see a good gank.
Hylissang, no flash. Of course, no heal on the AD carry. Hylissang goes down. Whippo looking for the thrill of the hunt. The eye of the tiger as he dives in a 1v4. Whippo tries to get in, but Lilip able to pull him back. Blue takes the kill, and here comes Genex. And just as we were saying, SK couldn't find anything.
Fnatic was already lost at that point. Yeah, I'm going to need a replay to see exactly why they decided to recommit to that fight, because the second that Thresh died and that TP flank was coming through, maybe that's
what just about have enough damage to chip through this tower.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that
2,
there's no one to contest it here.
He gets it.
So he will secure that tower. Of course, Fnatic already. It's one of those things where Rengar in team fights, how do I feel about it? Don't have time as Adam's getting ganked again.
There's the paranoia as they look for Adam. Haymaker comes out. That's a lot of damage, but it's not going to be enough. Flash away. A good face breaker there. Whippo coming in with the Thrill of the Hunt as well, but Treats doesn't have the mana. There's the showstopper. Adam takes the highway out of there, manages to use Treats as an express train to safety, and Whippo gets a double.
Great patience there from Adam. He knows that his mid jungle is on their way, and they're able to keep them alive. Knock up onto Upset.
He manages to get on towards the Lantern as Jezu looks for the damage. Moonlight Vigil coming out, but Hylissang's the only one to tank it up. Lilip still has the thick skin, so should be able to survive this. Upset and Hylissang forced away from this bottom tower. Jezu flashing in. The stopwatch, the cleanse. Both of them playing that very mechanically well to escape. Now Blue looking for the flank position. Hylissang flashes forward, and Niski with a TP locks the gold card and locks Blue in place. When you're playing against a comp that picks you off pretty effectively. Tarmkench into a Rengar, into a Thresh. Just gives you that little bit more safety. And there's the Rift Herald. There's Hylissang. There's the hook onto Genex. Just spots him out in the bush. The ward outside of it, just catching Genex.
Yep.
Hylissang with the hook finds the kill on the SK top lane, and now with the Rift Herald charging in. This will be Fnatic.
And this opened him up so much more to be able to roam. Yes, they did throw a couple ganks bot lane, but they actually invested way more time up towards the top side of the map. And we see that investment now being paid in kind in the bot lane.
And this gives a stopwatch if he needs it here, but dives under the tower.
So Fnatic in such a great position right now. Heal burnt from Niski.
Yeah, Genex, that was pretty greedy, mate.
Yeah,
that was pretty greedy.
I think he was trying to set up a play with Lilip, but he...
Treats is in the area as well with Paranoia.
Yeah, but still, overcommits a little bit there. Hylissang not able to connect onto Lilip. Now the re-engage.
Hylissang, no flash, No way out of this, doesn't really have the box of fears, gonna hit him up, and Treats now with the blast cone will go in as well. Lilip in the middle of 3 members of Fnatic. Jezu coming in with the Moonlight Vigil, Adam with the Showstopper, off towards the back has the Haymaker as well, and Blue! Look at the damage on Blue, Niski almost falls, the stopwatch will keep him alive, and in the end Blue will kill him off. Whippo now diving onto Treats, Mega Inferno Bomb will do some damage. It was the Mega Death Rocket there from Upset, is able to take out one in response. Adam's still waiting in the bush here. Lilip's gonna face check into him. And in a support versus top lane matchup, the support doesn't tend to win, but Lilip with a good sidestep into the Devour, into the waiting arms of Gen X. SK able to kill off Adam. He goes in afterwards. Whippo going in. Lilip is able to jump away with the Abyssal Voyage. SK might look for this across the wall. Whippo doesn't have flash, remember. Treats Lilip and Gen X are on the retreat, but Jezu is on his way. Whippo still diving in. Mega Inferno Bomb goes just wide. Destiny coming in as well. Lilip somehow still alive, but the thick skin won't save you now. There's the gold card onto Treats. And Fnatic just forced their...
Whippo knows, hey, I can chase because my whole team is right behind me. So they're going to play for the Baron now. 3 versus 5, 4 versus 5.
Yeah, this is not the best because Lilip can TP in with that unsealed spell, but Moonlight Vigil is going to do a lot. The Infernum, not quite enough damage. Jezu now stepping forward. Baron helping out. SK, Adam flashes in. The base breaker not enough to kill off Jezu. One member of Fnatic already down the through of the Huns people. There's a scatter of the week as well, and it's a double kill for Blue. And Fnatic now the ones who have to retreat through their own jungle. As SK might turn their eyes towards this Baron. Jezu does not have the best guns. Really, you want Crescendum, White Gun, to get through a Baron, or Severum to heal him up, but Lilip can tank it. Mega Inferno Bomb, Super Mega Death Rocket. Keep getting those confused, goes in. There's the Paranoia. Straight onto Upset. Treats able to walk over the Flame Chompers. Upset even Winter Cleanse will not be enough. Adam, though, now can fight up against Treats. Lilip walks straight into the waiting arms of Whippo. Treats looking for the Blast Cone, but the Showstopper will stop his show as he gets caught out. SK forced off the Baron. It's the top lane. It's a classic strategy, Medius! And Fnatic know how to do it! And to die! That TP sucks!
Third Cloud Drake for SK.
No way.
Oh no, Smite will come through for Treats.
Jezu, not the best guns. Once again, Calibrum Severum, not really what you want. You always want that white gun when you're fighting like this. Gen X has a good flank position, but there's the hook. There's the Showstopper as they look to try and kill off Blue. He survives. Knocked back with the cast. Treats dives onto the back line. First kill of the fight is Hylissang. He goes down. 1-for-1 trade as Treats falls as well. A good scatter of the week from Blue from the side. Jezu stepping forward. Long range gun, the sniper trying to do his work, trying to find his mark, but Whippo once again as he hunts for that AD carry. Jezu flashes away, Blue TP's in, stun card only lands onto Gen X, Showstopper onto the backline, Devour immediately. Jezu very healthy throughout all of this, and you can see Adam trying to go in, but Gen X is still alive, and Jezu is still alive, and Jezu has the hula hoop, has the crescendum. Look at the damage onto Upset, that's a scatter of the week. If I've ever seen one onto Niski, the chase is on, Gravitum finds its man.
They commit everything to trying to kill Jezu, but they cannot shut him down. The fact that he's able to get away from that fight allows SK to turn it around. They get a huge pick, they get themselves the Baron, and now all of a sudden SK are in a much better position to win this game.
Come online with the Void Staff now complete. He is shredding through Fnatic. A hook lands here onto Lilip, but as you can see, Lilip puts the thumbs up. He doesn't care, and I love this from SK. They are
doing what it wants. It's really hard to find picks against this Tahm Kench. It is really hard, and Fnatic have not been able to find successful picks on the side lane, so now they find themselves at
Niski just dies. He walked forward for a stun card and immediately just gets deleted by the Orbs of Death. SK find the kill on the Fnatic mid laner, and now with Treats pushing in the bottom lane, Baron buffing those minions. The next minion wave about 4 or 5 seconds away here in the mid lane. SK are in a very strong position to start closing out this game. Gold will swing in their favor for the first time in 30 minutes as they take down the mid inhibitor tower. Next up on the menu are those inhibitors. First one down. Treats down towards the bottom to get any championship points. It means they need a high finish if they want to get in the top 4. Right now,
explosive pass, and then on top of that,
2 stopwatches.
It's just Rengar is irrelevant at this point in time. Allowed SK to bounce back. A lot of credit needs to go to Lilip and Jezu.
Jezu face checks into Whippo, but Whippo able to survive for the moment, still has the GA. Off towards the top side, Treats is trading, but that GA is now being popped, and Gen X has a good flank position. Jezu with the Moonlight Vigil, Whippo dies. Gen X takes him out. Adam goes in with the Haymaker, but Jezu pops the stopwatch and keeps himself alive, then dodges away, and Adam just cannot survive through that. Niski next on the menu, Blue dominating, Jezu still alive. Blue in a 2v1 trying to outplay Upset, and that's an outplay button if I have ever seen one. SK with a clean ace at 35 minutes keep their playoff hopes alive.
Gen X gets himself himself a triple kill at the end of the game, a 400 gold bounty after what has been a rough early game. But this will be SK's win. Their fight for the playoffs is still alive, and the LEC is as competitive as ever. Playoffs is only getting more tense as Fnatic drop as we reach the final hurdle.
Huge win for
Decided on the Gangplank. Oh, okay, so Gangplank, we haven't seen a huge amount of it here in Europe, but I don't know, it's not even that long ago, but when Aphelios became...
That Scuttle Crab was still alive. Now they know that Jankos is probably working his way down here. You can see the pings have already come out from Misfits. Razzle might look for the mid dive, but he has been spotted on a ward flash route. Jankos waited in the bush. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade as both the junglers get their first kills of the game. Jankos trying to turn this one around with the red buff. Should have a little bit more damage. Vander's worked his way up as well.
In the first half of the split, he was definitely struggling. Back into form, flashes in.
Shockwave, Jankos on the chase. Wind becomes lightning. VTO, no flash to get away, and Jankos will secure the kill.
Colbate and Vander just coming back off the reset. This should be a good enough window for G2 to be able to secure this. Razzle going to be a little late, but this could be an
Has the Realm Warp about to come off cooldown. TPO available for him as well, but the wind becomes lightning. Will catch him. Moon Prison onto Jankos. Razzle turns back around. He's being pulled around the map just a little bit. Glacial Fisher a bit short. There's Mickey going in, holding onto the quickness, holding onto that Rakan ultimate. Didn't need it to disengage the Misfit. I think this gets a charge in. I'll be honest. Caps is on his way. Oriana's on his way, Razzle going in there looking for the damage, but there's the quickness coming out from Mickey. He's going to dive away, Moonlight Vigil used as well, and Kobe now in the firing line. There's a shockwave flash away from by Razzle. Griftheld will get a charge in. Importantly, Razzle does get that gold. Reckless jumping forward, Razzle jumping away. So the
just a trade of experience and gold overall.
Mickey now chunked out. Does still have the flash. Rakan, one of the safest supports. Sitting in a strong position if Misfits try and take a shortcut towards that mid lane. Razzle and Vander will go that way, but I think we saw Misfits contesting and taking G2's herald. Now G2 will return the favor.
I think they need to drop this mid right now. They should have spotted Razzle where Misfits is trying to reset to be able to secure yourself another tower, and unsurprisingly, the gold goes back to the start. Didn't really get that many advances. He's looking for a play on a Wonder.
Misses the first Q, but the chase is on. There's the Spectral Morm, and Wonder doesn't really have anywhere to go. He tries to get away, but Razork will take him down today. Vision down towards this bottom side and perhaps to catch out Hirit, but Hirit still has the flash. And although Caps is sitting on a Ludens, Hirit will be able to get underneath this tower. Now the question is, do G2 go for the dive? Jankos stunned up, Crescent Guard comes out, there's a Cannon Barrage as well, and the answer is yes, they do go for the dive.
To contest that spot tier 1. Meanwhile, Colbate is completely uncontested in mid, and he secures...
With this win, it would be the 11th time in a 12th time in a row that they have locked playoffs. Have made it every single season they've been in the LEC. Misfits, though, looking to Misfits willing to give this one up because it's only the second dragon of the game. Mickey may be caught out, dodges away with the grand entrance.
Uses have to fight.
You think they got to take it?
Goes like you don't want to allow G2 to be on sole point. I think this is an important Drake, and they're going to contest it. Look at Vander on the flank.
Razork looking to get in. Jankos dives onto Hirit. Dominus Paul. Mickey on the back line, but Mickey is burst before he can do too much. Kobe trying to do the damage as he can. Infernal Drake goes down 1-for-1 trade. So
it's in a slightly more awkward position, but they are going to convert this into a tier 2 in mid, so they're not going to lose too much off the back of that.
Wonder. Razork immediately meets him in the jungle, and Wonder puts down the Cannon Barrage. Glacial Fisher coming out. Reckless knocked up by it. Will jump away. Razork down to half HP. Kobe misses the Moonlight Vigil. Dodge to the side there by G2.
They're responding kind by pressuring the tier 2 in mid. VTO doesn't quite have the wave clear to stop this 4-man siege. Gangplank is going to catch the bot wave. Now Misfits looking for the opportunity. Hirit's already here.
Razork has the Spectral Maw. Hirit here, as you say. Jankos trying to get away, but there's the root. Reckless rooted on the backline. Hirit jumping in. The Crescent Guard's going to do a lot of work here for Jankos, and now Hirit is the one who has the flash for safety. Cannon Barrage comes out. Locket used. Mickey dives in with the charm, and Hirit's down. And he saved the shockwave for that moment. Caps hits it. Kobe will not quite fall. He'll be the last one standing as Reckless is jumping forward, looking for the kill. Gets the speed up from the Oriana. One auto attack and a satchel ticking. And Kobe says a final goodbye. Reckless takes the shutdown. G2 take the fight. And for the 12th time in a row, G2 will lock their spot in playoffs.
A clean ace for G2 as they round out their game against Misfits. We talked about it. It was a matter of time.